Hello BBN. This is a surprise. No one even expected it. Acaden Lewis is definitely recruiting Caleb Wilson to join him at Kentucky, so I'm definitely going to talk to Caleb and try to get him over the top. That's it for me. Recruiting is booming with Pope, and we'll take a look because this team has a lot of future. But first, subscribe to John's channel for more Kentucky commentary. Kentucky's recruiting season has taken on a new dimension with Acaden Lewis taking on the role of personal recruiter as he tries to convince Caleb Wilson to join Big Blue. The conversations and exchanges of messages between the two, full of riddles and social media interactions, have caused a real euphoria among fans, who are now anxiously awaiting to find out if Wilson will indeed be part of the Wildcats' 2025 class. It all started when Jasper Johnson and Lewis exchanged emojis and public messages, hinting at a potential Kentucky team-up. This move was a glimpse into the strong chemistry between them and the mutual respect they shared, which only increased expectations. Acaden Lewis, who has already committed to Kentucky, is approaching Wilson with a personal touch. Lewis's words that he is definitely going to recruit him show the young man's commitment and seriousness in attracting high-quality players to the team. He and Wilson met at the CP3 Elite Guard Camp and quickly became friends, reinforcing a connection that could pay off for Kentucky basketball. On several occasions, whether at the Slam Summer Classic or Nike's Mamba League Invitational, the two have strengthened a solid friendship, fueled by respect and love for the game, something that Mark Pope is certainly aware of when observing this dynamic. Lewis's stance reveals the internal climate and philosophy at Kentucky under Mark Pope, who relies not only on attracting talent, but on building a cohesive team based on true connections between players. Pope, who recently secured a commitment from Lewis, is now pinning his hopes on Wilson to seal the 2025 recruiting deal. This pursuit is far from a mere joke. The interest from Pope and the coaching staff is clear, and Big Blue Nation is following every update closely, rooting for Wilson to join the Wildcats family. If you're a Kentucky basketball fan and want to stay up to date with all the latest news and updates, subscribe to John's channel now. Here you'll find exclusive commentary and in-depth updates on the team, as well as the most exciting recruiting moves in college basketball. And now let's talk about Brea. Kobe Brea came to Kentucky with a reputation as one of the best three-point shooters in college basketball, but his debut with the Wildcats showed that he is much more than a long-range specialist. With impressive numbers last season, hitting nearly 50% of his three-point attempts, Brea quickly established himself as a player who could make an impact, especially when defenses struggled to contain his deadly shot. However, he made it clear that his game is not limited to shooting from the outside, and his performance against Wright State was proof of that. During that game, Brea scored 18 points in 20 minutes, hitting 4 of his three-point attempts without hesitation, but he was also effective in the paint, where he converted 3 of 4 attempts. This additional aspect of his game, the ability to attack the rim and finish from the paint, reveals a more versatile offensive potential. Brea worked hard over the summer to become a well-rounded player, recognizing that he would need to be unpredictable and a threat in multiple areas to continue to impact the game. Coach Mark Pope has taken full advantage of this mindset, structuring Kentucky's offense around speed and ball movement, traits that align perfectly with Brea's skill set. Brea's partnership with center Brandon Garrison, especially on quick transitions and pick-and-roll plays, has already shown promising results. On one such play, Brea used a screen from Garrison to penetrate the paint and finish with a pinpoint floater. Another play against Wright State exemplified his ability to intelligently cut to the basket, receiving a pass from Kirk Kriisa and fooling his defender with a body fake, finishing with a layup. These simple but impactful plays show that Brea not only understands the nuances of the offense, but also knows how to take advantage of his perimeter presence to create finishing opportunities around the rim. Kentucky center Amari Williams noted the impact Brea's ability to attack the basket brings to the team. He noted that while opponents are ready to contest Brea's three-point shots, his confidence to penetrate the paint and draw fouls transforms the Wildcats' offensive dynamic. With his high release point and difficult-to-contest shot, Brea naturally draws the defense, which creates valuable space for both himself and his teammates on the floor. As an Atlantic 10 Sixth Man of the Year, Brea is accustomed to being a super sub, coming in off the bench to change the momentum of the game. At Kentucky, that role remains, and he's more than willing to play it as long as he can contribute and make his mark. He makes it clear that the most important thing is to be on the floor and make a difference, whether it's early or late in games. That mindset, combined with his ever-evolving versatility, makes Brea a key piece in Pope's rotation and one of the team's most important additions through the transfer portal. If you want to keep up with all the latest on Kobe Brea's journey and the exciting news from Kentucky basketball, subscribe to John's channel. Here, you'll get in-depth analysis and all the latest updates on the Wildcats' quest for glory. I want to hear your thoughts now.